Welcome to Jersey Line. Pat O'Melia here, your prognosticator of the NFL. I had a pretty good week last week. I went 9-6. I think you'll see the year to date. I think I'm about 2 games off from 500, so I am coming back. I haven't had those weeks like I did last year, like when I had 11-5 and 11-4 weeks, but they're coming. So if you bet with me last week, you got some money in your pocket. That's all you can ask for in life. We got a game tonight, Thursday night. We tape this on Thursdays. We got the Giants in New England. It's bad for the Giants. They have no running back. Our tight end is out. I'm a Giant fan, but I'm also a realist. The Giants are going to get crushed. I'm taking New England giving 16.5 points. Big spread. Sunday, we get to the 1 o'clock games. We got Carolina versus Tampa Bay, and these guys are in London. You know, they're trying to build the global market there. Two teams that I'm not sure which direction they're going. You never know with Tampa Bay. This season you just don't know which Tampa is going to show up. You know, the guy that's going to throw 5 touchdown passes or the guy that's going to throw 5 interceptions. But I'm going to ride Tampa Bay, and I'm getting 2 points. I'm taking Tampa plus 2. Again, 1 o'clock, we got Baltimore. They're home versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati was my point spread darlings in the beginning of the year, but that is evaporated now. I'm going to take Baltimore, again, a big spot, giving 11.5 points. Seattle, this is my lock of the week, by the way. I was good last week with the lock of the week. Seattle is at Cleveland. Cleveland is about to implode. I'm going to take Seattle. I'm giving a whopping 1.5 points. Seattle is a super consistent, stable team. They don't do a lot of penalties. They got a good quarterback there, and Cleveland is Cleveland. Again, 1 o'clock, we got Kansas City home versus Houston. Kansas City against the point spread has not been pretty. I think they start to turn that around. They got to do some work on their rush defense because you can run on KC. But I'm going to ride KC one more time. I'm going to take KC, giving 5.5. We're still at 1 o'clock. Here's another game that could have been also my lock of the week. It's Jacksonville at home against New Orleans. Teddy Bridgewater, I'm telling you what, this guy's going to be starting somewhere next year. I think he's starting to convince me. He's over his injuries. Remember, he was with Minnesota. He was the number 1 pick, and he had a horrible knee injury. I'm going to take New Orleans getting 1 versus Jacksonville. You're getting New Orleans, which is a Super Bowl contender, plus 1 point. I think you'd be okay there. Or have a blank ticket there. 1 o'clock game, we got Minnesota home versus Philadelphia. It is time. I won with Minnesota last week. It is now time for Philadelphia to stand up. They're either going to have a good season or they're going to be mediocre. This is the game that's going to determine which way they're going. I'm taking Philly, and I'm getting 3 points. 1 o'clock game. Man, this is these are 2 teams going in the bad direction. You got Washington at Miami. Miami is tanking. Washington thought they had something going. They fired Gruden a week later than I said they would, but Gruden's gone now, Jay Gruden. But I'm going to take Washington because they actually have some pride left in their souls. Unlike the Dolphins, who are in tank mode, tanking for Tuva. I'm taking Washington, and I'm giving 3.5 points. 4 o'clock. We're in the 4 o'clock games. We got the Rams at home versus San Francisco. You know what? Jimmy G with San Francisco, they're doing everything right. They're one of the unbeatens. And I think San Francisco is going to remain that, and I'm getting 3.5 points. So I'm taking San Francisco plus 3.5. The team's unbeaten. I think the Rams got a little work to do, but they're a good team. 4 o'clock game, we got Atlanta at Arizona. Boy, this is tough. Both of these teams should be on a bye. I'm going to go with Atlanta. Atlanta's disappointed me all year. Atlanta minus 2.5. Quinn could have a problem brewing in Atlanta there. 4 o'clock game, it's our Jetsies, home versus Dallas. Dallas got spanked last week, and they're going to be angry. If Dallas doesn't rebound big in this game, then Dallas had issues this season. I'm going to take Dallas, and I'm giving the Jetsies 8.5 points. 4 o'clock game. Another 4 o'clock game is Tennessee at Denver. I got to pick all the games. Even though Denver probably played their best game of the season last week, I'm going to take Tennessee, and I'm getting 2.5 points. 8 o'clock game, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers at Chargers. I'm not sure who's quarterbacking for Pittsburgh, but the Chargers are just too hot and cold. There's no consistency there. And you can say one thing about Pittsburgh, they are consistent. I'm going to take Pittsburgh, and I'm getting 6.5 points. And Monday night, we got Detroit at Green Bay. I'm going with the Aaron Rodgers again. He won for me last week. Beat up Minnesota. I'm going to take Green Bay, and I'm giving 5 points. Bet with your head. Don't bet more than you can afford. Good luck. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.